So we all obviously know that the furry fandom is its own kind of niche, right? It used to be super small and now it's growing larger and larger. In fact, I just made a video talking about how cons are having a tough time keeping up with how many furries there are starting to be out there. But with this recent growth, it leads to some like interesting interactions with mainstream stuff. Again, talking about previous videos, we talked about Gintan and how he was included in a video game. He's often seen dancing with K-pop stars and stuff like that. But on the other hand, it's not always as positive. That's why today we're talking about a very interesting sort of story, which includes the music artist BB No Money, who, if you didn't know, is a pretty big music artist. Like if we take a look at his Spotify here, you can see that he has 8.8 million monthly listeners, which is a ton. That is definitely mainstream. A lot of his songs have, you know, this one right here, 515 million plays. That's huge. Definitely not some small artist. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the one below that. That's almost at 1 billion listens. Yeah, he's a mainstream guy. Now, what's weird is that he's been reaching out to furries to like promote his new song, but not really offering anything in return. So let's just jump into the thick of it here. No, not talking about you, KSI. Get away. Go, out of here. My goodness, every time. But yeah, let's jump into it. Leave a like on the video. If you're new around here, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. And also comment down below what you had for breakfast today. I don't know, that sounds fun. Now this story comes in 3 parts, each of which kind of gets more juicy than the last. But let's just start at the beginning. Now the first post about this that I saw was from Tora the Kajit. Kajit? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Basically, he posted this video on his social. It says, BB No Money asked a furry to make this, and then he made a dance routine, which is a very cool video. Everything about the video, the dancing is awesome. However, that's not where like the sort of drama comes into play. It's more about how BB No Money didn't really give anything in return, and he reached out to a ton of furries like this to like make videos about his new song, because he did release a new song. I don't even know the name of it. I don't want to even give it free promo. But yeah, even just going through the comments here, which we'll circle around back to a lot of this stuff. Like for example, Guard Mutts, which he reached out to her as well. We'll talk about that. But she says he's begging everyone, OMG, check my story. Patch the Dutchie, he better share this to his story. He did not. In fact, if we go over to his story just to confirm this, and like I double checked yesterday and everything when that reel was posted, there was nothing shared. It shares all this other stuff, but nothing about these videos he's asking people to post for him that are just, you know, promo for his new song. And like you can see some of the DMs right here. He kind of starts off by saying like, what up or what's up, stuff like that. Obviously he responds and like, oh, this is kind of cool. A big, you know, music artist is reaching out to me. Or do they want to, you know, collab or something? They want to do something cool? Even though his like the first messages here kind of bug me, like just saying what's up and then what's good, like what does that mean? You can see that he says, I'm just chilling at Fizzy Fox right now. Anything I can do for you? It's kind of crazy that I was just listening to La La La, then boom, you showed up in my DMs. And then he says, I was summoned, LMAO. Messages in between this are not, but he says something about a previous video. Sick, appreciate the love. My song too is blowing up a bit right now if you feel inspired. Obviously hinting that he wants people to promote his new song. Oh my gosh, my mic just fell. All right, that's fun. And the issue here isn't, you know, making a fun video about the song or anything for an artist. It's more that he's just like reaching out to as many furries as he can, asking them to do something and not giving anything in return. The only thing he'll do is comment/like when it's up. In my opinion, that's not much. Like at the very least, like repost it to your story. Like you're asking furries to make these videos and, you know, give you promo. Why not just share that love a little bit and share it to your story? I mean, there's got to be like some exchange there, right? Send them some merch. Obviously he could also afford to pay them outright. He's not like a small guy. For example, check out this video right here, which I have to mute it because there's music in the background. I'm not about to give this guy more money. Basically the guy interviewing him asks, well, he says that Google estimates BB No Money's net worth at 3 to 5 million, and then he goes on to say that that's not accurate, or that it could actually be like higher. He says if I wasn't independent, I would probably have less than that. So he's not strapped for cash. In fact, I remember seeing this other one here too. His song was used in the Garfield movie promotional videos that went around for advertising and stuff like that, and he confirms that that check was $300,000 just for that, you know, feature, to have it featured in a trailer for a movie. $300K. And that's just one thing, one little thing for that song. That doesn't include the revenue from the streams and stuff, which I know he breaks down in different ways. You know, you got to pay producers and other stuff like that. But yeah, it's weird that he's like goes on to all these podcasts and talks about how much money he's made. And then the most he can do for people that, you know, feature his song in some content is comment on it. Like, it's so weird. But again, this story's just getting good. We have so much more to this story. Now, real quick before we jump into that, I want to highlight a brand new release that I just put out over on my store, zerofoxshop.com. It is the Creature Crowd sweater, a heavyweight knit sweater that features tons of species that are popular in the furry fandom. We've got foxes, lions, deers, bats, a hyena down here, a snake. Got even more on the back here. We've got a bunny, I believe that's a wolf, a dragon over on this side, an owl, just a normal puppy. There's a cat up here on the shoulder. Super fun design, and again, it's a really thick sweater. And of course, we've got all of the other recent releases as well, such as the gray gradient beanie, Forest King items, this midnight howl hat, and a ton more. So go check that out, link down below in the description, or you can just go to zerofoxshop.com. But back into the video, I was recently talking to an awesome fursuiter whose at is Guardmutts, and BB No Money had reached out to her as well. Now, she was kind enough to share these DMs, and you can see some funny things on BB No Money's side from this. You can see that he opens up the same exact way. What up, then what's good? It's incredible. I love it so much. And again, just for confirmation that this is in fact his page. Now for this one, he just goes right to the point. You should make a video with 2. And then with 2, because like, not everybody knows the new song that this guy is releasing. Then he sends a reel with the audio. And I love how she responds. Did you just DM me to tell me that? He says, thought you could do something cool with it. She says, I'll give it a go. He's like, let's go. Feel free to post it on TikTok as well, which I find that so funny. Feel free to post it on TikTok as well. Feel free to share it everywhere, you know. Promote this song as much as possible. Now, I don't believe she made a song with the video because she goes on to say, I will you repost it? Just coming right out with it. I love that. And he says, I can't repost unless it starts popping off, but 1000% can comment. Wow. A comment from BB No Money. That is huge. But again, I don't even know if this is him himself. Honestly, probably like a manager or some promotional manager, something, reaching out to people to try and get promo. But again, like, all you gotta do, honestly, is like, at least repost it. Say out front, hey, if you want to make a video with this song, I'd be happy to repost it, you know, give you some, like, I hate to say exposure, but like, he's got 2 million followers on Instagram. Like, I could see a lot of people following from that, especially if it was like a main post. I don't know though. Again, that's just it's just something. That's like the very least he could do. Send them some merch or something. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that would make it fair, but this to me is not fair. But again, the situation keeps getting crazier because a furry by the name of G5 Dime actually used to work with him before he was big or anything. Let's just get into the story. He starts off by saying, hearing that BB, again, that guy is going around using furries for free promotion just struck a nerve that hasn't been struck in years. Hey, Alex, remember me? The guy that worked for you for years unpaid, made countless campaign moves for you and promoted any song you asked me to whenever you wanted. Then you just disposed of me when you went mainstream and I no longer had an audience. Y'all do not let him use you. He also goes on to say he has millions, yet to this day he still uses thousands of people for free promo because he knows people are starstruck for him. I've wanted to air you out forever now. And here's a video of him kind of like backstage. I was there since the beginning. You used countless of people and never paid a cent. I won't let you do it to this community of people. Any furry with an audience in general that sees this, get this guy to pay for you. I promise he can afford it. So again, if that's not like proof of what this guy's intentions are of kind of just using the furry fandom to get promo and stuff, I don't know what else is, right? It's just such an odd situation. But I think it's an interesting topic, like mainstream music artists trying to use furries, this niche community, as a way to like promo their music, but not like wanting to really, you know, contribute to that community in any way. It definitely feels a bit icky, right? In a similar vein, there was all that stuff with Lil Nas X, which I originally wanted to talk about a bit more, but I feel like that was handled a bit different. I know he had a furry in a music video recently, which was intriguing. I don't know the full story behind that or if that guy got paid to be in the music video, but even that's a bit different. But when you're asking somebody to make a video, like, you got to give something back. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, again, remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment. All that stuff helps me out a bunch. And of course, if you want to support the channel and more videos like this, be sure to check out my store, zerofoxshop.com. Get yourself some really high quality clothing that is really cool. We ship everything out ourselves. It's a great way to support the channel. But again, hope you all found this interesting, and I will see you all later.